Hey guys, today we're going to be going over the 1966 James Bond trading card set. I haven't really looked at these cards, so we're going to be going through it together. Hopefully it'll be your first time too. This set was put out in 1966. Glid Rose Productions and Eon Productions. I don't know who made these cards. I guess it was these guys. This is a fairly rare set. I don't know how many were produced at the time, but as you can tell, the corners so far, it's in pretty good shape. I'm going to try to get this out. Get that off. I'm going to try to get this out without bending the corners too bad. I noticed there's one bent corner, but dude, this card set is from 1966. So let's get on with it. I'll leave it right there. I think you can see it just fine. Do I need to be turning these cards over for real? I'm assuming I do. If you want to read them, stop and read. Take your time with them. I'm just hoping they're all the same side on the back. I'm not sure if this set is exclusively Thunderball. I noticed a lot of this stuff says Thunderball in it, but maybe this is a wide array of different James Bond movies. I'm not a James Bond. Can't say I'm not a fan. I like some of his stuff. Sean Connery was a favorite actor among the die-hard James Bond fans, so we all know that. So there's another Thunderball reference. I'm going to keep on going through and see if this whole set is Thunderball. Down there it says it too. I want to mention this. These cards haven't been taken out of the case, possibly 30 years. So it's the first time looking them over and seeing what I see a stain right there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's not bad considering this card set is 50 years old, plus 50 plus years. Let me get this away from there. Yeah, I noticed a lot of these cards are side cards. I don't know what's going on there. It looks like water's coming out of the car. I'm sure it's one of James Bond's gadgets. These cards have been taken care of well. Like I said, I was the first person to open this and looked at them in 30 years. Nice card. Beautiful corners. Centering. It's pretty good. Oh, almost turned that the wrong way. So we're going through his cards. We need to make sure we have full sets too. I don't want to be missing one card. If I am, I want to be able to fix that with quality cards that are as quality as the ones I have, of course. So down here on the bottom it says code quiz. Use your 007 secret coda capsule to decode the answer. What kind of gun does James Bond use? And then I guess it gives that, and you got to type in that on your decoder, and it gives you the answer, which is just such a cool thing. Would like to see the decoder ring. I bet you can find one on eBay somewhere. Do you have to have the card set to be able to use it? I'm sure you can use it for other things, but this one's making you use a lot. If you got the decoder, let me know. It would go good with my card set, considering that it's asking to use it on every one. I'm noticing the corners, if you're looking at them, all the corners are in really great shape, and the cuts, like on the card cuts, they're even. This is a higher quality set right here. I know somebody's going to say, "Oh, why don't you get it graded?" Well, why don't you go get 66 cards graded and see how much that costs you? Way more than the set originally cost me. Sean Connery as James Bond in Thunderball. So yeah, I'm assuming this came out when Thunderball. I don't know the chronological order of the James Bond movies, but I'm guessing the 60. This came out in 66, so I'm assuming it's one of the earlier films. We know that. I don't think it went past James Bond and Sean Connery. I think he might have been the first. There he is, roughing somebody up. Man, the cuts on here are really good. This one's off. See the left side? It is. Let's see if I can hold it up to it. Left side is a little bit wider than the right side. And this top is way shorter than the bottom. It was on a roll for a while. That's okay. I'm going to start going through them a little bit quicker if you like. Very nice set. Great shape. I don't know what the worth on them is, but I'd say a couple $100 I can sell a set for. Maybe $200-300. Not really looking to sell though, you know the deal. Sean Connery, you know, I do believe he is still alive as of this card set, but I don't want to misinform. I think he's still around. I think he's out making movies along with him and Jack Nicholson. They're done. It's wild, the people you grow with seeing on the big screen, then they just get old. You quit seeing them anymore. Almost like a distant relative or a friend. Has anybody ever went down a rabbit hole? Just started looking up somebody's name, like this particular person. I'm sure he's been in other stuff. Then James Bond. Figuring out his lineage, his filmography, following his footsteps, see what's happened to his family members, his past. I know that's really stalky, but it's just all this stuff is readily available on Wiki. A lot of times their family members stay in the business, and you'll see their sons or daughters who pursued acting. Oh, I see a stain right there. I don't know if this was a bubblegum pack. I don't know how these were done, really. I haven't seen any bubblegum stains. So it either was taken out of the pack quickly. I just don't know. I know you can't see the stains as well as I can, but I'll point them out if I see any. It's a major miscut. I don't know if you can see the line. I'm sure you can. Probably spotted it before I did. Look at a cut on that. Not too bad. It's a little off. I wonder if this card has ever been graded. This particular card right here. Somebody's got this. Paid $20 to get it graded, just to sit on it. I'm gonna get two of them on this one. Another underwater scene. He went underwater a lot in Thunderball. I'm gonna get me a drink of water after this one, or tea. Made some sweet tea yesterday to start off the spring. Felt good outside. Finally hit 70. I'm using my wireless phone charger as the table holder, cup holder, I mean, whatever you would call it. But I never use it, so might as well use it now. I got some tea on the counter earlier and had to wipe it up before I started filming. You can probably see it's a little bit shinier over here. I need to do the whole little desk like that. Had to go get some water and wipe it down to make sure that the sugars don't stain it and stay on it and get sticky. Nobody wants that. I don't know how many James Bond sets there are out there. I imagine this is not the only one. Yeah, I bet you there's several sets out there. I haven't really seen too many, but you never know what came out in the 80s and 90s. There might be another 60 or 1960 sets. There was a lot of free licensing going on back then. I'm going to turn these things this way. If everything's going to be that way, I might as well enjoy it. You can see it better too. Yeah, it's easier for me to turn over. We're almost at the end of the set. It's the first YouTube video I've made in a while. Been busy and haven't been motivated. But I kind of wanted to document these cards in some way, shape, or fashion. Lost history. Uh-oh. What card is that? Darn you. 26, right in the middle. Great. Whoops. And 26. There we go. That was a 1966 007 Secret Agent trading card set.